You're listening to MRP, the Metal Robot Podcast.
Well, I mean, in terms of deep cuts, I mean, I actually had a chance to listen to the full album yesterday, and dear God, I'd never been so entrenched in an album like with this one. Like, I actually, yesterday, not even joke, I had other shit to do that I had to get done, and I'm just like, no, I'm still on Thumbelina, please. But for me, actually, the funny thing is, I mentioned the song Thumbelina, but the standout for me actually had to have been Bloody Footprints in the Snow. Absolutely dark, sinister, yet enchanting. Something straight out of a horror movie like, I don't know, The Conjuring or Annabelle, sure, why not? But what was, so I want to talk about that song for a second. What was that song about? And was there anything different that you were doing with that song compared to the rest?
Yeah, it's a very heavy song, I think. And it's inspired by a mythical creature called the wendigo. And it's a Native American legend and is seen as the embodiment of greed and selfishness. And they are said to be cursed to wander the northwoods, eternally seeking to fulfill their voracious appetite for human flesh.
Right. Oh yeah, wendigos sound amazing.
Yeah.
They sound like just gentle creatures.
It was actually one of the first songs that we wrote for this album.
Really?
And at that point we didn't know, because we never, or at least we have never, but we never write concept albums. So it's literally song by song by song. We're inspired by something, we write a song, on to the next. And it's also not like we had like 15 songs for this album and we chose 11. We just wrote 11 songs and all of those went on the album. So this one was early stages and we were very much trying to go into the direction of that specific song for the whole album. But then, you know, we listened to it a couple of times and we were like, And Sora especially was, I might want to write a little bit more romantic songs for this album as well. So, you know, our inspiration and the whole writing process it goes from left to right. But, you know, when you look at it in total, the whole album, to me at least, feels like a Blackbriar album. And yeah, so it was at that stage still uncertain if we were going for such a hard album.
Right.
In terms but of... we were very excited about it, I remember, when we first had the first draft. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this is, if we can do a whole album like this, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
You just listened to